Okay, so I want to talk to you guys today about how to keep your productivity up when you travel. I say this as a business owner of over 10 years. I know what it's like to have a fully online business where this is my office. And I know what it's like to have a business with 15 employees that are in another country where things are going wrong all the time and you have no power. And what do you do? How do you handle it? And until this year, I didn't really crack how to be at full productivity. I think number one, if you're able to have an online business, it makes your life so much easier. But a lot of my friends that travel, they go to Miami, they go to Barcelona, and they don't get work done, or they're like, I'm at like 50, 60% capacity. Where did the other 40% go? And I think that this is very common. It's really hard to deal with, and most people just lie about it and they end up just staying in the same place. And I don't think that's a good part of life. I think that when you're younger and you can travel and you can see family and all of this stuff, you should. Those years are really precious. Like, then even when you have kids too, like it's really important to travel. So how do you travel while being at 100%? How can you make travel even profitable? So we always visit business owners or clients or business partners when we travel. When possible, we do trips with them. But I think the most important thing that I've learned over the years is to have something that I call travel totems. So a travel totem is just something that triggers a certain behavior. So a lot of times, like, we don't go to the gym, or we don't watch what we eat, or we don't work productively because we're out of the environment that triggers those states naturally. If you ever read those books, it's like, don't, unless you're sleeping or having sex, don't just hang out in your bed. It's going to make it hard to sleep. Unless you're working, don't just hang out at your desk. So this is an extrapolation of the same thing. So a lot of us have environmentally based triggers, and then when you take those triggers away from us, we're really less productive. And also, let's be honest, a lot of work isn't actually fun. A lot of going to the gym or dieting isn't actually fun. So as soon as we're in a different environment, our body's like, let's take a break. And then we end up going backwards or just not moving forwards, which for an entrepreneur is even worse. So how do you do this? So I just have a totem for everything that's important. So we travel with a scale, or we make sure wherever we're going, there's a scale. So for me, if there's a scale, I'm dieting. Like, I'm on fitness, whether I want to gain weight, whether I want to lose weight. If there's a scale, I'm locked in. That's my totem for weight management. And then I also have gymnastics rings. So behind us, there's a yard, and on the tree in the yard, I hung the gymnastics rings. So while I'm working, I can do like supersets of front lever tucks, and I can do planche leans. And for me, wherever the gymnastics rings are, that's my gym. Maybe I walk around in the morning, I find a park, I hang them from the park. Little kids come hang out, they play with the gymnastics rings too. It's fun. That happened a lot in France. But wherever the gymnastics rings are, that's my gym. I don't have to look for a Planet Fitness. I don't have to look for an Equinox. I don't have to look for an LA. If I can get those things, great. They're not necessary at all. As long as I have my scale, I'm on my diet. As long as I have the gymnastics ring, I'm on the gym. And then as long as I'm in my work clothes, I'm working. I'm working. So my body's never confused. And instead of relying on your environment for those cues, you just rely on your body. And there's all these different things, all these different ways that you can hack travel. You can take like Italian cured meats and fruit when you're on the plane, and that's the best like food to eat. But these are all little techniques. The totem thing, if you have travel totems for your health, travel totems for religion, travel totems, whatever's important to you, you're not going to lose any productivity, because instead of the environment, you're just using a totem to trigger the same mental state. And then what happens when you travel, a lot of times you feel like you have all this power, but you can't get it out. You feel like a wizard without a wand. So try this, it'll work for you, and let me know how it goes. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.